Has anyone been exposed to the Blanchard concept of situational leadership? The vertical dimension is about skill and experience. And so we've got kind of a low level of skill and experience, which might be someone's new to the role. They're new to work in general. They're new to the organisation. They're new to the team. And then we've got high levels of skill and experience. People who they've just been around for longer. They're more equipped. They've got more skills. They've been doing it longer. So that's one dimension. The horizontal is about what kind of situation are we dealing with here? And on the left-hand side, it's a normal, everyday, routine, standard kind of situation, business as usual. So it's what we anticipate happens most days. And then at the other end, on the right-hand end, is things that are unusual. It's kind of one-off. It might be a crisis. It doesn't have to be a crisis, but it's not something we see all that often. So we've got this kind of one-off scenario. So when do I coach and when do I mentor? So we've got business as usual, and we've got a lower level of skill and knowledge, which might be about newness, or it might be about, something's changed. So would we jump straight into coaching someone if we've got a low level of skill and knowledge and an everyday situation? So to begin with, we'd give them training. We need to give them the information they need to be able to do their job. So we train them first. Now they've got some knowledge, but they still might need some guidance. First you do this, then you do this, then you do this. And so we mentor. That comes next. So first we train, then we mentor. But once we've done those things, we've given them the knowledge, we've shown them how to apply the knowledge. If we need them to step up and start to be accountable and start to be showing their initiative, then we have to coach. And so even for these people who have less experience, a smaller skill set, for example, there's still an opportunity to coach those people. And why am I saying that? Because I don't know if this is something that happens. Does anyone ever get asked, have you got a minute? On average, have you got a minute? It takes you 25 minutes to return to the same place in your own work. 25 minutes. So if you get 3 or 4 or 5 of those a day, that's a lot of your time that could be used in a different way. And so we want to train people, we want to mentor them, but we do want to coach them, because we want to change those have you got a minute conversations into coaching conversations where they learn what to do, and next time they know what to do and they don't come and interrupt you with have you got a minute. So that's in that bottom quadrant. As we go up the skill vertical and people are more experienced and they know what they're doing and it's a usual situation, are we going to tell them what to do? Probably not, because they're probably not really going to appreciate that because they know what to do. And so our job then as leaders is to coach. They're the experts. They know what they're doing. Let's take advantage of that and just coach them, ask them great open questions, help them find their focus, what they need, and let them go off and do, their great work so you can get back to your great work. Then what we want to do is look at, okay, so I've now got this person, they're very experienced. Let's slide across. Now we've got a less usual situation, a one-off situation, and it could be for lots of reasons. It could be suddenly the organisation changed strategic direction, and so we have to respond to that. So that's really doesn't happen, every day. It could be our biggest client has a problem that we've never seen before and we need to fix it. Right? It could be anything. It could be we have to respond to the market. It could be we've had a global pandemic, like something that's out of the ordinary has happened. But we've still got this person who has loads of experience, loads of expertise. And so do I mentor them when they possibly know more than I do? Or do I coach them so I can tap into their amazing wisdom? I coach them because maybe I don't know the answer. Maybe they don't either, but it's my job to draw it out. So we coach up here again. Yeah. And so this is one of the things that I find, particularly when we've got young leaders who have people with loads more, life experience and that sort of thing in their teams. Don't tell those people what to do. Ask them, because they've got all this incredible knowledge to kind of tap into. And so it's good for you and it's good for them. And of course, it's also kind of respectful that you want to take advantage of that incredible wisdom. And it relieves you of the burden of having to know the answer, because as your leadership career progresses, you're going to become less expert. It just happens. Your portfolio gets bigger, so your expertise is not going to be as deep because your portfolio is bigger. And so to not have to know the answer to everything is actually quite a relief, because you've got all these amazing people who you can tap into and kind of use. So from there, we've still got this one-off scenario, something unusual. We haven't seen it maybe that often, but we've now got a person who has a lower level of skill, a lower level of experience. This is not a coaching opportunity. It would be really unfair to try and coach someone in that situation because they don't have the wisdom or the experience, and the situation's unusual. To expect them to know what to do is just a bit harsh, really. So what we want to do is, in this situation, we really want to mentor them so that we can give them guidance on how to respond. It's really key that we support them in those kind of scenarios. But there is still a coaching opportunity. The coaching opportunity actually comes after we've fixed or dealt with the situation. So the coaching opportunity later on would be, what did you learn from that? How would you approach it next time? What would you do differently? All of those kinds of things. And so we mentor in the moment, but then we coach the learning afterwards.